How's it going, everybody? It is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day to those who are celebrating and not lonely, I guess. Let's talk about Amazon ads. I've uh, I've mentioned a few days ago that I've kind of started running ads and everything, and some people asked if I can do these kinds of updates on some of the ads. For example, some of the ads that are successful, some of the ads that are not successful. So I'm going to talk about one that I've paused for now, and we'll talk about, as you can see here, how much I spent, what the sales were, return on ads spent, and all that kind of stuff, and why this isn't. I was going to say why I consider this ad to be unsuccessful, but why this is not a successful ad. So a lot of people think that uh, just running automatic ads uh, continuously and just picking random products, that's how you know actually use this tool. My my not just approach, but my understanding and my I guess expectation for ads is that it's not that simple. Ads, this is a science. This is something that takes a lot of experience. This is something that takes a lot of trial and error, and this is just the first step of, for example, continuously running ads, and let's say if we're going to talk about this product specifically. So I won't show you guys the actual design, but I am going to show you everything else. This is including the keywords for um, that were used to get to that ad. So basically, what it was a product. It was a T-shirt that I was advertising, and it was the design was for pug lovers, so dog lovers, and coffee. So this was kind of the method here. I took, I believe it was just one design, or I could have gone with two, which was a premium and a standard T-shirt, and I selected automatic targeting. So it was automatic targeting. As you can see here, I chose to go with all the options that were available. So close match, loose match, substitutes, and then complements. And then the bid that I put in, right now, the suggested bid is lower than it was when I started running this ad back in January, and I went for pretty much the maximum recommended bid. I wasn't being cheap or anything. I just basically said, let's try this out. Let's see if it's gonna work. A lot of people are interested. I know myself that this kind of stuff will work 10% of the time. Like, you'll be lucky. Like, you really have to put money and time into these kinds of ads. But this was pretty much the result. I spent $81. I had 9 sales in total, as you can see here, 9 orders, $179.91 in sales. Return on ads spent. So this is just for you that are not familiar. This says the revenue you receive from your advertising investment. This is calculated by dividing sales attributed to your ads by your spend. Attribution varies by campaign type. And then there were 47,241 impressions. So let's go into some of these other details here. Negative targeting, there was none. Search terms. So this is what is actually probably the most valuable information that you're going to get from running these ads, because this is what I'm going to be using to perfect. So I already have a spin-off ad based off of this information, and the clicks, and where people were actually ordering, where I got the most clicks. We'll discuss that in a second too. So for example, depending on the keywords, because once you have this information, then you can actually run a manual ad where you are targeting specific keywords, and you can be, you can say exact match, loose match, whatever you want, right? But at least you have information to customize those ads. Now, the only thing that I'm not uh 100% on, like I'm a 99% sure that these are not my products. These are the products that customers were on before they clicked on the ad. So that's also something that you have available to you. So for example, while these products are getting 1 and 2 clicks, this one gets 4, right? So what you can do is you can study this product even though it's not yours, and see, for example, how closely related it is to the one that you're advertising and why people are clicking on it. And as you can see here, it actually generated uh, one order and it cost $2.73. So this was a successful transaction. This one was even better, right? It generated 2 clicks, one sale. I only spent $1. The profits that I get from selling one of these shirts is $4.90. It's $4.89. So anytime that I'm spending less than $4.90 to generate one sale is when I'm making money. So for example, if we look at this here, advertising cost, uh, actually let me scroll. I can't scroll to show you the number. Anyways, I'll go through this. So for example, as long as the total spent, once you divide it by the number of sales, is below $4.90 for me for this specific item, then I'm making money. But as you can see here, that's not the case, right? So even though there's a lot of for example, or some activity, I'm spending double than what I'm actually earning after all the expenses are paid. So just going back to the search terms and what to do with this kind of information. So not only can you now uh, look at all of these listings that have brought customers to yours. You can see, for example, how much you spent, how many clicks it generated. You can go further and then look at specific search terms that customers used uh, to get to your product, and then you can see which ones actually generated sales. So, for example, this one here, 2 clicks, $1.46, to generate one sale. So this is actually amazing because here I'm pocketing $3.50 from this kind of activity. What it was coffee t-shirts for women, and for those 2 clicks, out of those 2 clicks, one of them generated a sale. But there's this one here. This is a very general. This would be a loose term, which is just pug, and it did get 5 clicks, spent some money, but no sales. So the percentage there is clicks to, I guess, follow through and purchase is huge, because uh, in a negative way, because a lot of people are clicking and spending money, but are not buying anything. Same thing goes for this one. Pug gifts for pug lovers. I mean, that's it seems like it would be something perfect and it's generating clicks. It's costing a lot, but it is not what people are looking for when they're searching for this term, right? So that makes me think that, maybe when I'm running the next ad, I'm excluding this kind of terminology because it's not generating any sales, but it's costing money. But what I want to do is I want to concentrate more on specific things like this, right? And things that have actually uh, generated sales. So there's a lot of information here, and and this is where the trial and error comes in, because now you have some of the information. If I ran this ad for much longer, I would have a lot more information. I would have a lot more search terms. But that's what I'm doing with the other ad, the one that's actually a manual. So what I've done is again, I did do what I just mentioned. I looked at these listings. I used these search terms, the ones that I thought that made sense, and so I'm running a spin-off ad. And in reality, I should be doing this maybe uh, 5 times over. Like, I shouldn't be just running one. I should be running five at the same time, seeing what works, what doesn't work. Maybe the automatic one uh, actually becomes more successful later on, right? I can start eliminating certain words. I can play around with negative targeting, all that kind of stuff. But in summary, and we'll just click on history here. In summary, this is what I consider an unsuccessful ad. It was good. I spent uh, $81 to make pretty much, I would say, close to 50. And so that means that I spent double than what I earned, which in summary is not successful. So again, I mentioned this in a video yesterday. Some people have asked me if I can just do something like this for fun and just do one day, spend $50, pick an item that's already generated sales, and just to see what happens, because people do believe that it's money. People believe that putting money into it, even if it's $50 a day, $100 a day, because that's what businesses do, right? They have advertising budgets that are much higher than ours. While I might run an ad with $2 per day, some that I'm really into, I'll do $5 a day. There were days where I was spending $5 on this one. Uh, we are nowhere near big guys, right? People that spend hundreds or thousands of dollars a day, and that happens. And I'm talking about companies. So I might do that. I might do that experiment. I'm a little curious myself, see how it happened, what happens. But then like I said, I would just spend $50 for fun, and then I'll let the ad run maybe a few bucks a day after that, just to see what happens. Maybe I'll even do the same product. Maybe I'll do something different. If you have any recommendations, any niches that you want to do, let me know. But for now, I'm gonna wrap it up. Again, this is just one of the ads, and like I said, I probably have close to 10, and that's what it is. It's just trial and error, and for anybody who thinks it's easy just to run an automatic ad, and throw money at it, it's not that easy. So when people say just run ads, it's not something that's easy, and because then everybody would be putting money into it, and because it would be a great payoff. It just doesn't work that way. So anyways, that's it for now. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon, and then we'll run that ad. We'll see what happens. I like to do an experiment and have some fun. I'll talk to you soon.